Anthony Joshua and Dillian White were both taken the distance in points wins in Franklin's two previous visits to the UK, but the durable American was brutally taken out midway through the fifth round in Manchester by Itauma. Having knocked his opponent down in the third, Itauma closed the show in spectacular fashion a couple of rounds later, following up a punishing left uppercut with a right hand that saw Franklin crash to the canvas face first. Referee Steve Gray immediately waved off the contest as Itauma bowed to the sold-out Co-op Live Arena crowd after moving to 14-0, which will only amplify calls for the 21-year-old to fight for a world title next. Itauma admitted Franklin was the final piece of the puzzle before a world title fight. Alexander Usyk and Fabio Wardley hold the 4 major belts between them, and the Michigan man was lined up as an opponent for his robustness. While Franklin absorbed some stinging blows throughout to get some rounds into the legs of Itauma, there was a major gulf in class, with the youngster displaying his superior speed, footwork, and all-round ringcraft. After masked Mancunian rapper Meeks performed on his ringwalk, Itauma quickly got to work, landing several southpaw lefts that rocked Franklin's head back, although the underdog remained upright. Itauma had stopped his last 9 opponents inside 2 rounds, and even though Franklin made it past that benchmark, he soaked up another big left, sticking out his tongue before rallying in the final few seconds. Franklin received an 8 count towards the end of the next round after a short right hook behind his ear, having momentarily taken his eye off Itauma when backed up against the ropes. He recovered well into the 4th, but the end came in savage fashion in the next round as Itauma gained another highlight reel knockout to the delight of the crowd. Warren, Itauma will fight for a world title this year. Itauma is ranked as the #1 challenger in the WBO and WBA rankings, while he sits at number 3 with the WBC, and promoter Frank Warren believes he could target a world title this year if unified champion Alexander Usyk vacates one of his belts. Usyk, who holds the WBC, IBF, and WBA belts, must make a mandatory defense of his WBC belt after his next fight against Rico Verhoeven in May. Warren told DAZN, "Well, Usyk is fighting in Egypt. After that fight, he'll be ordered to defend his WBC title, which is against Agit Kabayel, and if he doesn't do that, he'll get stripped, and then the next organization will order him to defend his belt. He's got to defend his mandatories. That's what they are all there for, to be done. I'm pretty confident he will fight for a world title this year." Itauma: "I'm a young boy chasing a dream." Moses Itauma. Itauma, speaking on DAZN, said, "Thank you very much to the great Manchester crowd. I've had a lovely time. I'm happy to get the win. I've enjoyed my stay in Manchester. This is actually where I won my first national title. We come here 7 years later, I'm picking up a win over Franklin. I've got to thank Franklin for giving me this opportunity. It takes 2 to tango. I appreciate it. I don't know what to say. The Lord is good. I tried to knock him out in the 1st or 2nd round, but maybe not today. So I went back to the basics, and the knockout just came. When I first turned professional, I thought I would win titles, but I didn't think it would be so soon. I'm just a young boy chasing a dream."